Can we talk about the RS4 Avant that we have left?
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yes, that's on my
Nick.
list.
I know. I'm with you on it.
Deep
Talk about
Nick
it.
vehicle.
Frothing.
Oh, B7 RS4. Now, this famously, the RS4 Avant was not sold for the North American market. It was sold in Europe and other parts of the world, but not here. This one was brought over. It's in Canada currently because I believe it's 15 years.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
kind
it
of for
can't
Canada?
be imported yet.
Lucky
So,
Canucks.
yeah, so it can't be brought into the United States. But look at that. This is
perfect.
it's the one. This
Yep.
is exactly the one you want. Sprint Blue, right? Is the name of the
Yeah.
color? Yeah, Sprint Blue. The wagon. This is just so cool. When these are importable, you really should
It's on-
consider.
I'm considering converting one because I want it so badly.
Yeah.
I also just kind of wondered, like, could you find the right day at a
Yes.
DMV where they just don't really know?
I'm not advocating for this.
No, because it's highly
it is
illegal.
illegal, but you
It is, but, like,
absolutely could get
This feels like a victimless crime you could get away with, or get someone in Aston Martin Virage if you get caught.
There is no doubt you could get this titled. It would not be here legally. The feds could impound it at literally any moment
Yeah.
and take it from you. I want to be very clear.
Right, so you say on-
you should not do this.
Right, as
Nobody
you
should
say
do
on
this.
the most listened to automotive podcast on the internet.
You should not do this. Do I think you could get away with it? Yeah, of course.
I think you probably could.
For
yeah.
some amount of time, you could. Now, don't do it, please.
Now,
for a bunch of reasons.
There are other things you could do. You could buy this in another country and register there, and you can bring it in for a certain period of
Yeah,
time.
It's a year or 2 years.
I remember exactly
On,
what
like,
it
a
is.
tourist
but
visa thing,
it then
but
does
it
have
doesn't really
to
apply.
leave.
Yeah, it has to go back.
It
Yeah.
has to leave. You could in theory.
And
but-
people have been doing this with R34s and such before they're legally importable, but it'd be a lot of work. But
a lot of work.
Or just build one.
or you
They're
could start a
buildable.
museum. What's stopping us from making this a museum?
A lot.
Wow. That's an interesting
A lot.
question. We could become the next Lane Motor Museum.
I
Yeah.
know. They have the best.
They
The
have
San
the
Diego
best
Automotive
cars.
Museum is like walking distance from here. So like, let's partner up, collab.
That's true. I do know the curator over there.
Yeah.
Regardless, such a cool car. Also, the only mods, thankfully, are KW coilovers, which is an acceptable mod on that car.
The DRC is known to leak a little bit. The dynamic ride control,
Yeah.
I think it is the magnetic ride. So,
And a head unit, which is a reasonable one. Like, this is
Very
the
reasonable. This is the
one.
one.
Sprint blue interior.
there's been a
Man,
few
no,
that I've seen come for
BMX,
sale in
so cool.
Canada. Obviously,
Yeah.
even getting it to Canada with 15 years, it's technically legal, but it's not a common thing to do.
No.
And a lot of the ones you do see end up getting pretty modified by like
Yeah.
hardcore Audi VW people. So it is
The
nice to see
worst
one
people.
unmolested in the right spec.
I was in Toronto a couple of weeks ago for a wedding, and I spent the entire time looking for
Yeah.
rare JDM cars that had been imported there that aren't legal for us yet. I saw none.
I'm not surprised.
There were a lot of cars that were only sold that were not sold in the U.S. but were sold in Canada, but those don't count.
I'm not surprised.
It's funny. I'm in like a bunch of RS4 groups, and there'll be people in like the UK and in Europe that are just parting them out for
Yeah.
like minor accidents because it's like a $15,000
Right.
car over there.
Also,
and then we're all like, oh
that
my
is
gosh, I would like become a museum and pay off a politician to have this car here. It's crazy.
If you buy, obviously you can't for another. This needs to be 25, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you
Yeah, we
can't
got
for
a
another
lot.
8 years, but
32, I think, is.
Yep, 2032.
Yeah, I guess we're 2025.
And then depending on the month, it's the whole thing.
You can't for another 6 years. Once you do, I will buy an RS4 convertible to match it.
What?
All right.
The
all right.
RS4 Cabriolet of this generation is the rarest RS4.
That's
I
right.
understand this. You're not getting one of them.
I would.
By
I love
then,
you
it'll be
would.
like four grand.
We've sold a couple hours for
They have held their value.
Yeah, which is shocking because it's
They're
not.
the rarest RS4.
It's the rarest and also least desirable. But
They're the rarest RS4.
Why did they build this?
Go back to the one before that sold for $43,000.
this was remember the A4
the
had a
one before was
convertible,
over
a
there,
two-door
yeah.
convertible as well. Like
Look
it
at
was just
that.
a thing they were doing.
That's a $43,000 car, apparently.
yeah.
Well, this one was.
A lot of them have like no miles because the sedans were used as dailies.
The
The convertibles were like you lived somewhere with inclement weather and like you wanted to extend your summer car a little bit into the
Yeah,
fall and spring,
all-wheel
but like
drive.
it
Oh,
really
such a
wasn't
cool
like
car.
a daily.
6-speed manual, all-wheel drive, V8.
Yeah.
It is cool. We saw one at Road Atlanta. It was. I haven't seen one in years, but it was. That is a very cool car. Think you need big money or hours in the kitchen to make a great dinner at home? Nope. That's why I love EveryPlate. You're getting restaurant quality meals at home, like crispy buffalo ranch chicken or cheesy Mexican street corn hash, and the value is insane. It's actually cheaper than groceries and way less than takeout. The recipes are super easy to follow, and they're ready in about 30 minutes, which is perfect if you're tired of making the same thing on repeat. And since the menu changes every week and gets delivered to your door, you'll never stress about what's for dinner again. For me, I always have stuff going on. Telling my friends about my M5 endlessly, deuce battles on a tennis court, beach walks with Emily, which is why it's nice to have one part of my life that is simple. EveryPlate makes dinner easier, cheaper, and way better. So what are you waiting for? Dig into these flavor-packed meals that your household will love. New customers can enjoy this offer of only $1.99 a meal. Go to everyplate.com/podcast and use the code CARS199, that's CARS199 to get started. Applied as a discount on the first box, limited time only.